This is a big one. Hello and welcome. This is the biggest show I have ever done. This is it. First of all, we have the review of Black Widow. For the first time ever, the main event is a spoiler version of the review. We will start with non-spoilers. I go out of my way every time to literally never give away spoilers. We will do a main event, which is usually a meme, usually something fun, usually something special. But not today. Today I am going to go full spoilers on Black Widow. I got some insane art to show you, all Black Widow related, while we talk about the film. That's what we're starting with. But more importantly, this show is a preview of the 3 upcoming Battle Royales, which are all about entertainment, specifically television. Multiple shows enter, only a few survive. I have done this before in the beginning of the year. I have receipts. I did an anime Battle Royale in which Dr. Stone won. I had an excuse to do this because of Attack on Titan. Let's be real, nothing can beat Attack on Titan. It was about what other show would actually survive and be watched. Dr. Stone won. I still have to get on that. Season 1 is surprisingly long. The point is, we're doing another one. We're doing another anime Battle Royale because, simply put, there is that many good anime right now, and it is shocking. So not only do I have enough for another Battle Royale, but I'm going to preview the upcoming 2 Battle Royales right after. The Superhero Battle Royale, which is insanely competitive and gigantic. Heavy hitters are going to die. It's pretty crazy. And the most important and strongest and most diverse Battle Royale of them all, which is the category that stands above everything else in television, not by us, but by consensus. I love animation more, some people love anime more, some people like superhero shows more. But at the end of the day, king of television, as always and always will be, is dramas. Game of Thrones is a fantasy show that counts as a drama. Same thing with the dramedies, comedies that are dramatic. I will show you. And some heavy hitters in there, like the heavy hitters of heavy hitters, and that's at the end of the year, but I will preview it here. And I will show you credentials, because as I put in the title, I am not kidding about this, I truly believe myself to be the most legit entertainment reviewer on the internet. I am not kidding about this. I have receipts, I have proof, and proof is in the pudding, man. I've been doing this for months now. And yes, it's not the cleanest show, but that's the point. I do it every few days. And to be the best, you just have to do it. Period. So I am going out there. I'm going to the cinemas. I'm seeing old films. I'm seeing new films in theaters. I'm experiencing these things constantly as they come out or in retrospect. And I always bring it to you guys as a funnel to show you what are the greatest things that are. I try to take it all in so that I can literally give you paths and funnel you into the ones that might even change your life in terms of quality. These things are special. Only the best, none of the rest. And trust me, I will be confident. I will borderline be cocky in this video, and I will only be this cocky this time because, again, I have receipts, I have proof. This is no joke. I live for this stuff, and it's my life's purpose to show you that these things are out there, and once you get it, what you get in return is so substantial in terms of positive mental vibes. You know what I mean? Man, it's crazy. If I could bottle it, if I could bottle the feeling I get when I experience something truly special, which is at least once a week, given everything that I try to do, it's powerful stuff, and I will show it all to you. But first, we got to go with Black Widow. Okay, no spoilers here. Okay, simply put, if you're a Marvel fan, it's simple. It delivers. That's it. That's all you need. If it were up to me, you would cut the video off here or skip ahead 2 minutes. Because I will go no spoilers here, because it's very important to me. I saw it in IMAX, the best seat possible, and I was blown away by the experience. It gave me everything I wanted and more, and I was truly blown away by the film. Now, some people might not like it. I don't know why, but it's Black Widow. It's surprisingly dark, and it delivers in every way possible. Every actor delivers, every reveal works, which is why you must avoid spoilers at all costs. This film lives and dies by its reveals, which is why I cannot go into non-spoilers to the point where, by the way, I forgot to show you guys art. That's why I'm showing you art right now. I'm showing you beautiful variant covers because I do not want to show you the trailer. First of all, I will get axed for that, by the way. But I will show you images in the main event straight up so I can literally tell you what I think about the villain, about the side characters, about the plot, about everything. That's the main event. I'm going full spoilers. If you have not seen the film and you watch the thing, I will ruin every single thing possible. But until then, let me tell you right here, right now, it's crazy, because once I finished the film, I shit you not, in my head, no, in my head, it was a 9, but my body says it's a 10, okay? But I gotta give it a 9, because of the experience of the IMAX, because of being there day one, you know what I mean? The experience elevated it to the point where if you were to watch it at home, or if you were to, you know what I mean, different circumstances, it would not be that well received in my heart, okay? But it's still a 9 out of 10. It's as strong as it gets. Okay, if you're not Endgame, if you're not, you know, a freaking one of the masterpieces, which is, you know, Thor Ragnarok, and even then, I can't think of much more that are better than this. Like, it's that high. It's A tier. You know what I mean? If S tier is Endgame, Thor Ragnarok, Guardians 1, you know, kind of, maybe Spider-Man, Spider-Verse, you know what I mean? This is like right below that. So extremely strong. Cannot recommend it enough. And here we go. Let's get into the legitimacy. Like I said, I will go full spoilers at the end. So here we go. I did an anime battle royale, okay, at the beginning of the year. Dr. Stone won. But there were heavy hitters here. By the way, Promised Neverland also won. It was season 2. Fortunately, it was extremely badly received. I surprisingly liked it more than most because I did not read the manga. So point is, Attack on Titan, Promised Neverland, and Dr. Stone won, okay? The ones that lost were Haikyuu, which is highly regarded as the best sports anime of all time. Straight up, it's about volleyball. And Wonder Egg Priority, which at the time was the new hotness. The first few episodes had come out, and people were like, "Oh my god, this is the future. This is the new thing." You know what I mean? This is the show everybody will be talking about. Unfortunately, the ending disappointed. Not only that, but the battle royale rules are one episode. You can live or die by your next episode. It is literally that simple. So I watched like 3 or 4 episodes of this show. It was great, but not good enough to survive the competition. Hence, it lost. And because now, in retrospect, people know that the ending is unsatisfying. So, you know what I mean? It worked itself out. That's how these rules are fair, even though they are harsh. And of course, Attack on Titan was the unbeatable one. There was no way anybody could beat it, which is why I gave room for 2 more winners. This is all to build up to, and by the way, I will continue to watch Dr. Stone as I do the second round of the anime battle royale. And the reason I did not finish Dr. Stone is because the Violet Evergarden film came out in theaters. Anime in theaters is a big, big deal. And by the way, I have a ticket here for Monday, which is in 2 days from now. Another anime film. I'll tell you all about it. I forgot to put it in here, and I will in 2 seconds. Point is, because I had not seen Violet Evergarden, the series itself, I had to catch up within 2 days before the film came out. So I literally binged Violet Evergarden, and I did not even finish it. And even then, in its the state that I was watching in it, it only got better. I give it 2 10 out of 10s in 1 season. I am not done. There's also a first movie I have to see. But the film I did see, which by the way, have not finished the series, this was the ending. Violet Evergarden is the ending of this story. 10 out of 10. I have said before that I gave 4 10 out of 10s in 2021. I was wrong. I gave 5. This is the 5th. The other ones, of course, being In the Heights, an incredible musical about Hispanic and Latino culture. Quiet Place Part 2, best horror film, must see in theaters because of sound. And 2 animated films, Mitchells vs. Machines, which is why Sony Animation Pictures is now the holder of the Animation Studio Championship, and I take that very seriously. And finally, Raya and the Last Dragon from Disney, because it's their epic, it's their Lord of the Rings, and they delivered on every front. It's one of Disney's best films, period, in the entire history of their pantheon. And so, just to show you that I'm not kidding here, you know what I mean? I do not give 10 out of 10s like candy, only 5, and we're half of the year done. Of course, most of them come out at the end. But the point is, you gotta earn them. And Violet Evergarden earned it without even knowing the full story. So Violet Evergarden, I will finish it. It will be within the Battle Royale Round 2. And what's at stake here is huge, because Attack on Titan was supposed to be the last season. It wasn't. And because the last season is coming out next year, the chance to be the best anime of all time is up for grabs, including Violet Evergarden. Not only that, but she's the frontrunner. This show right here, because of the film, because of its power, is in the running for best anime of all time until Attack on Titan finishes, Demon Slayer finishes, and My Hero finishes. Which, by the way, My Hero is the reason why we're doing a round 2. Okay, My Hero Season 5. I am playing the game right now. One's Justice 2. To get myself recapped. So Season 5 ends the first week of August. Point is, this is the reason we're doing a Battle Royale again, in the same way I was doing a Battle Royale in the first place, because of Attack on Titan. It's just an excuse to add more, to do a lot of anime in one big block. And here's the thing, I did not expect to do a battle royale, but incredible animes are coming out. And these are the type of things that, above and beyond, again, great? No. Good is not good enough. Even great sometimes is not great enough. You have to be the best of the best for me to even give you attention, which is why I'm talking about legitimacy here. Okay, Odd Taxi, incredible, about a world of animals, and he's in a taxi. It's like the stories from within. Again, I know nothing of these shows other than the consensus that they are above and beyond. To Your Eternity. This one, I literally know nothing about. I know it's about a relationship between a man and his wolf. That's pretty much it, just based on the images. But again, the scores and the math do not lie. Vivi. It could be Vivi or Vivi. I do not know. This one is from the writer of ReZero, which people love. And anyway, incredible action, incredible everything. Again, the hype. These three shows are the new hotness. Odd Taxi just finished, and apparently the finale is perfection. Okay, To Your Eternity is still going on, and Vivi, to be honest, I have no idea. Point is, these are the three that are like, people are raving about. People are like, this is the new Demon Slayer. This is the fight. This is the Battle Royale. 5 shows enter. There might be more, by the way. Only 2 survive. My hero's a given. My hero survives by virtue of its earned respect through multiple seasons of being the best. You know what I mean? That's why the competition is so fierce. So, these shows, no matter how great they are, can be eliminated just by one bad episode. It's harsh rules. I wish I could watch everything, but as I will show you, as my life has been defined by this, you cannot do everything. But I do as much as I can, and I do more than most, which is my point. Okay, so that's the Anime Battle Royale round 2, which I'm going to start very soon, and I will introduce these players much more in depth. This is just a quick preview. By the way, this is not even Battle Royale here. These are shows I'm going to watch regardless, just to show you that this is just a piece. This is just like the Battle Royales are huge, and will take hours of my life, and will take multiple videos and multiple weeks to condense and to show you guys, like, it's a competition. It's fair. I'm watching MasterChef right now. It's as hard as that. You have 20 chefs that are the best home cooks in the country among thousands, and only one wins. Only one Master Chef. There could only be one. And this is why this competition exists. In my case, because there's so many shows, and there's not only one. There's like 2 or 3, depending on how many shows there are. Like anime, there's going to be 2. Superheroes, probably 3. And we'll see dramas, it's more, because there's so many. The Owl House, Season 2 is playing right now, incredibly well received. That's just a show I'm going to watch, regardless of Battle Royales. On top of Amphibia, which just finished. So those 2 are like 2 of the best cartoons going on right now. Rick and Morty, I've been talking about this. Rick and Morty, Final Space, and Solar Opposites is the competition of the year. This might be the fight for not only the best show on television of its type, like adult-oriented cartoons like Futurama or Simpsons, but maybe the best show on television, period. This is the hardest competition. In my mind, these 3 are competing for that. Again, they're not included in any Battle Royales. This is a separate thing that I will feature once Rick and Morty season, whichever season is playing right now, is finished. Once that's done, I'm literally doing 1 episode of each, and all of them. And whichever comes out of this fight is the best, not only right now, but on TV, period, maybe. Which is, anyway, point I wanted to make. And here we go. Okay, this is a quick preview of the superhero Battle Royale, which is coming after the anime one. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I only have like 2 seasons left. And the feelings, the 5 seasons have given me. Ghost Rider is in like season 3, and that's like the best Ghost Rider in the history of Marvel. Incredible stuff. It deserves me to finish it. Will it win? Superman and Lois. Not only is it viewed as the best Superman show, but it's like above and beyond its contemporaries like Flash or Supergirl, where it feels like something, again, above and beyond, even on like the CW. And anyway, it's crazy. I cannot wait. Stargirl, a completely different side of this. This is like in high school with different powers. Teen Titans vibes. It's vibes that we need right now. You know what I mean? So I cannot wait to start this. Doom Patrol. Doom Patrol Season 1 is the most imaginative, unique, and like batshit crazy of all the superhero shows, to the point where it's probably the best one. If I had to force people to watch one single season of superhero TV, regardless of animation or genre or, you know, Marvel, DC, it doesn't matter. It would be Doom Patrol Season 1. I'm not kidding about this. If not, maybe Harley Quinn Season 2. Those 2 are like Harley Quinn and Doom Patrol, in my head, are like the best. Right now, I have not watched season 2 of this, as I've not watched season 2 of Umbrella Academy, which again are fighting for like the craziest superhero show on television. It's crazy. So like we're talking heavy hitters here. There's always a favorite. In the same way My Hero can't be beat, the competition is, can you beat Doom Patrol season 2? That's the question. Keep it going, baby. The Flash, it's obvious. It's The Flash. I can't even talk about it. I'm like super late into it. Gorilla Groot every season. King Shark, bring it. Supergirl is secretly not only a Supergirl show, but it's also a Martian Manhunter show, which is awesome. I love Martian Manhunter. He's one of my favorite characters. He is the telepath. He is the Professor Xavier of the Justice League. He is so important, and it's literally half and half. Yes, it's called Supergirl, but trust me, he is just as important, and all of his stories are as important as hers, which is beautiful. Cannot wait. Legends of Tomorrow is the fun one. It's time travel. It's a team, so there's always fun banter. It's like the Avengers, but on TV. It's fantastic. Again, these are all competing. Most of these will lose. Legion Season 3 is the most trippy superhero show of them all. It is so trippy, it's barely understandable, but the visuals and the insanity is also above and beyond. You will see a human tornado. Look up Human Tornado Legion, and you will be blown away by what you see. And the main character of this show is probably the single most powerful mutant of them all. You don't even know he's a mutant because they couldn't use the word for seasons. And this is a spoiler, but this is like just to entice you. He is Professor Xavier's son. This is no joke. So he has his powers and others. And they only reveal this in season 3. This is well known to us comic book fans. It takes like a second to realize this. Except they couldn't use his name. They couldn't use the character. They couldn't use Patrick Stewart. You know what I mean? There's rules to these things. But season 3 apparently brings him in. Apparently it's fantastic. So I should watch it on principle. Here's where it gets real. Again, this competition is so fierce. Lock and Key. Lock and Key is the single greatest comic book series I have ever read. And we're talking Legitimacy here, okay? I looked at this. I couldn't believe it myself. I have rated, I cannot rate everything I do, and I have covered a few of these, by the way, 1,000 comic books. I am not talking issues here. We're not talking about the thing you can buy for $5 every month. I am talking the one that is collected in trades. That's after 6 months. They collect them all together, and that's a volume. It takes multiple volumes to have an arc. I have read 1,000. I have scored 1,000. That is no joke. It is all here. Scores do not lie. Math does not lie. Numbers do not lie. And again, I will cover everything I do from now on in the same way I have covered films and television. I have covered some comics as well. And this is another one, Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth is one of the new hotness. It's Netflix, completely different from the, sorry for the chair by the way, from the comic book, because the comic book is extremely dark. But highly regarded. And I finished Sweet Tooth, the comic, literally a year from now, like July 31st, 2020. It's funny because in my mind, it feels like 2 months ago. But point is, it's probably the last best indie comic book series I have read. In my mind, every time I read something, I'm disappointed because I'm like, Sweet Tooth was better. This has been going on for a year. You know what I mean? In my mind, it doesn't feel that way, but it is that way. And by the way, this is page number 7, okay? That's a year ago. So anyway, it's crazy. 1,000. I couldn't believe it myself. Oof. So talk about Legitimacy. Big Hero 6. Big Hero 6 is on my wall. There's a reason it's on my wall. It's not because it's a pretty Japanese poster. It's because not only is it one of Disney's best films, which by the way, Soul won the Oscar for Best Animated Feature. Why? Because it explored death in an extremely compelling fashion. You know the only other film in the history of animation that has explored death? It's Big Hero 6. It's not only one of the best Marvel films, period. Literally, I was talking about Black Widow being that good. This is that good. It's in that same tier. A tier. You know, Big Hero 6. The only ones that are better are Endgame and Ragnarok. And I do not kid about this. And the exploration of death and dealing with loss cannot be understated. Again, it's on my wall for a reason. I do not mess around. The cartoon, same thing, is everything you would want out of a cartoon. So if we're talking heavy hitters here, it has as much a chance as any of these other superhero shows to survive the competition. And then you go into the complete opposite of that. You go into complete darkness. Young Justice Season 3, they brought it back 10 years later. 10 years later. Watched the first 2 seasons. They were mature for their time, but they were clearly made for teenagers. Those teenagers, me included, are now grown up. We're fully grown adults. So much so that this is one of the darkest DC shows ever made. The first episode of season 3, and I'm not kidding about this, literally has alien villains kidnapping children from Earth to use for slave labor and create monsters from them. The heroes literally kill children, turn into monsters as the first 5 minutes of this show. It's the darkest thing you've ever seen. It's a freaking cartoon. Again, competition is fierce. Lucifer, easy watch. It's like it's popcorn television. It's the thing you can put on in the background. That doesn't mean it's not good. And like it might win just by virtue of it being so easy to watch. So that is just a taste of the superhero battle royale that's coming. Every episode will determine if one of these incredible shows survive the next round. Again, harsh rules. We keep it going. Last battle royale. And this will be quick because I barely have half of what I will cover. Okay, Rami. Rami is a dramedy. This is a comedy, dating life, everything from a Muslim perspective. This is very comparable to Atlanta, which is made by Donald Glover, which is of course about Atlanta. He was Troy on Community. Point is, Donald Glover is my number one inspiration on earth. Okay. It's funny because Bo Burnham really went up there. Point is, he is both Childish Gambino, a rapper. He is an incredible actor. He's Troy in Community. He's probably my favorite character, even more than Abed, which is pretty crazy. And he is a showrunner and writer of his own TV show, which is viewed as one of the best TV shows on television, period. That is a huge, huge deal. You do not have people that are that talented. And you know who compares to that? Rami. This is his show. It is the same concept as Atlanta. It is a comedy, yes, but it has things to say, not only about Muslim culture, but about his perspective. It's extremely good. Season 2, I have to get on that. Anyway, if I talk a lot, it's because I have to put him over. I May Destroy You. It's one of the most hyped shows of the year. Apparently it's a hard watch because it is about trans perspective, like straight up. But apparently it's done in such a way that is transcendent. You know what I mean? There's a reason why everybody talks about it. I get Variety in the mail every week, which is this gigantic book. It's one of the most well-known critics. It's not even me, man. It's the old person that lived here. Point is, the last cover, I wish I could grab it right now, is this. And it's a show that came out a year ago. A year later, Variety, the most well-known freaking magazine about entertainment, literally has to sell it again. Because they're like, guys, if you missed it, this is it. This is the one. Hacks. Number 1 on Rotten Tomatoes. Best of TV show in terms of consensus. Gene Smart, legend, comedians. I'll probably love it. Again, perfect comedy, drama, balance. Raised by Wolves, hard sci-fi, main actor of Vikings, made by Ridley Scott. Ridley Scott only does films. The fact that he did this is a surprise, and it's very rare to get good sci-fi on TV. Speaking of sci-fi, The Expanse, the best science fiction show of the last 15 years since Battlestar Galactica. It goes Battlestar Galactica, The Expanse, everything else. Even Star Trek are not even up there because of the consistency and the strength of its storytelling. This is based off books. Season 5, I did not even finish. It's a travesty. I watch half. Life gets in the way. Point is, it's in the Battle Royale for best dramas. Cobra Kai, talk about cheese. This is the best cheese, baby. It's, again, perfect balance, comedy, drama. It's just good vibes, man. And you're invested in the characters. It's weird how they balance it out because this show shouldn't work. And you shouldn't care as much because it doesn't look as good as the other shows. It doesn't have the budget. It doesn't have, that. What it does have is that X factor that is hard to quantify. So yeah, season 3, I gotta get on that. The Underground Railroad, from the director of Moonlight, which is a movie I forced my friends to go see before I was even presumed to be an Oscar winner, let alone be nominated. And I remember I had to convince them. I'm like, guys, you guys don't understand. The score on IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes is insane. Again, I always go by consensus. I always go by math, which is why I'm never let down. And to this day, they remind me, not me, remind me that man, it was cool you convinced us to go see Moonlight. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. He did this entire show from passion. And again, the critics love this. This is top tier stuff in terms of representation and in terms of historical storytelling. Look at the poster. Look at the artistry and the love and care put into this simple marketing poster. And imagine that through its entire series. Succession is a weird one because this is the adults number 1. Breaking Bad, The Sopranos, you know, like the ones old people like, and we're like, yeah, sure, I'll get to it. You know what I mean? But we understand that, like, to us, it's about rich people. It's about rich people and who will get the money, and there's a lot of backstabbing or whatever. But again, people view this as the best. People are like, dude, Succession is the best show on television. I've heard that so many times, and there's only 2 seasons. Season 3 is coming later. So on principle, I have to watch it just to see if they're right. And, you know, when so many people say this, anyway, the proof is in the pudding. And by the way, I wanted to finish on this specifically. Outlander is the literal best love story ever told on film, okay? Not only cinema, not only television, but on anything, even books. Okay, maybe not books, because this is a series of books, and I cannot talk on books themselves. I could talk about comic books, but not books. Point is, there's nothing that comes close. You name it, The Notebook, the whatever, you know what I mean? Any romantic thing that your girlfriend forced you to watch is nowhere near as good as this. And season 5, again, like, it's blasphemous that I am a season late. But I get to put in the competition. And we're talking heavy hitters here. Attack on Titan was guaranteed to win. My Hero was guaranteed to win. Doom Patrol, chances are, will win. Okay? Outlander, I'm telling you right now, is going to win. Okay? It is everything. Anyway, I can't even talk about it because we're so far into the series that I cannot explore spoilers at all costs. By the way, I do not believe... Okay, hi chat. It's all good. So that is why, okay? Not only are all of these shows, most of them I will start, not even most of them. Most of them I will continue, actually. But just to show you, just a slice of what I do. And this is just TV shows I'm talking about, okay? I've been doing movies since the beginning of the year. Name me one person that has covered more great films this year than me. Straight up, there is nobody. I literally go out of my way to make sure I do not miss a single film, no matter how small. If it is well reviewed, if it is known to be of quality and of value to me, I will watch it. And this is why I call myself the most legitimate entertainment reviewer there is. Because of diversity. I do not discriminate. Anime, animation, drama, comedy, sitcoms. You name it, I do it. As long as you tell me it is something that is special. That is all I need. All I need is a number that tells me it's worth watching. And I will go out. I will find it. I will get it. And I will bring it back to you. And I will tell you. I will confirm. In the same way I just did for Black Widow. And I will do in literally 2 minutes by talking spoilers about it. If you should, just like I did, spend the time to see it. I never waste my time. I will never waste your time, and I will never let you down. In the same way, entertainment that I do and the research that brings me these things has never let me down for years. I have not watched a bad thing in years. The only one I've seen was Dawn of the Dead, not Dawn of the Dead, Army of the Dead. That's just a bad example, and I covered it. And you saw my madness, how mad I was there. It's funny now because I look mad, right? But this is just my cockiness coming out of me. This is because anyway, I was previewing this all in my head, and I'm like, I'm just watching so many things, you know, and I do have to catch up, which is why I'm doing these battle royales. But everything else, I've a thousand comic books reviewed, you know what I mean? All these TV shows that are just waiting for me, or that are just like, you know, come on back, baby. You know what I mean? You know you missed us. All the movies that I've covered, those are quantifiable. And again, I have shown you the receipts. So here we go. Black Widow. So if you stick around, which is, by the way, the reason why I've slowed down on games, that's why. Because I do not want to gain an audience from games. You know what I mean? Because I will play all the story games like Horizon Zero Dawn, all the big games you can think of, God of War, Last of Us Part 2. I will play them. I will stream them. But I do not want people to come for that. I want people to come from films or television and that love those things that would not play those games in the first place, so that they can experience them through me. So games will come for years to come, you know what I mean? But now I do have to concentrate on TV, I do have to concentrate on film, and I do know for a fact what I need to do to succeed. This is not enough. This is just a simple show I do every day. Look, this is good. I know it. I know it is. I know it's simple. But trust me, if I put production value and reviews into everything I watch, I would literally not have time to watch half of the things I do. So it has to be this simple. But I will do edited videos, and they will be funny, and they will be poignant, and they will be about specific topics. Never Forget is a series I will put my heart and soul into that will get me everything I want. But this, what I've been doing for months, is just proof of how credible I am. Not only am I proud of that fact, but again, this is the purpose. I am but a funnel. I am but a post sign telling you which roads to go. Chances are you will like this. Chances are this will affect you in a way. If you love these things. If you love anime, here's the best anime. To Your Eternity, Vivi, and freaking the Cab one. You know, these are supposed to be the 3 best anime right now. I will watch all 3 and I will tell you, look, this one is drama, this one's action, this one is this. This one is above the rest. Is My Hero as good as it used to be? Is My Hero better than Attack on Titan? Is Violet Evergarden the best anime of all time? You will know within 2 weeks. And it will be irrefutable. Not because of me, but because of the numbers that bring them to me. I could watch 10 anime, but instead I watched 3, because those 3 are above the other 7. Okay. Cockiness is over. I will never do this again, by the way. Maybe. But it'll be like 1 minute, and it'll just be me like screaming in the camera or something. Okay, so we're doing pictures here. Actually, I forgot the art, so let's do fast-paced Black Widow art, okay? First of all, Scarlett Johansson. Let's get real here. The timeline, okay, full spoilers on Black Widow. If you have not seen Black Widow, please end the video right here. That's it. This is the main event. There's nothing after this. It's a masterpiece. In my mind, I wish I could score it a 10, but I can't because I know next time I watch it, it won't be a 10. Because it lives off its reveals and, of course, no IMAX. By the way, look at this Scotty Young page. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, timeline-wise. Okay, timeline, this takes place before, right after Civil War, before Infinity War, where the teams are, there's no more Avengers. The team is completely broken, and she's on the run. Remember, she's on Captain America's side, which means she's literally like an illegal, if you will. So this allows her to have her own side story, and you don't have to deal with the fact that, again, spoilers, she's dead. You know what I mean? She's dead in Endgame, not coming back. Like, straight up, I'm telling you right now, she is not coming back. And I hope she doesn't, because, dear Lord, plus Scarlett Johansson has better things to do at this point. By the way, look at this page. Damn, sometimes, you know what I mean? Some of these are really amazing. Varying covers, of course. And trust me, we'll get into pictures of the film. So yeah, Scarlett Johansson nails it in this film. She is extremely likable to the point where, you know, you fall in love with her even though she's like a train killer. It's one of those things where she just nails it. You know what I mean? She is a character, and to be honest, I will miss her. It's a big loss. And yes, she is replaced by Florence Pugh, let's be honest. She will be the new Black Widow, and she is incredible in that role. Florence Pugh nailed it as, I forget her name, but her sister, of course. And they nailed it in the beginning. By the way, you know it's a great movie when the opening got me in my heart, and it's a flashback. There is no Scarlett Johansson. It's 2 daughters. It's 2 young girls being protected by their father. Their father comes in. We gotta go. It's no joke. And they leave a super big action scene. It's crazy tense because of the little girls and whatnot. It's fantastic. And I knew I was in for a good ride. By the way, a lesser man would linger on this one. But she herself regrets this. And so just for that, for the respect I have for her, we're moving on. So speaking of which, her 2 parents are played by Rachel Weisz, which plays the mother, classic in The Mummy. I don't have other examples, but, you know, you've seen her places. And the father is played by, of course, damn it, I forget his name now, but he's the father in Stranger Things. Dahmer? Anyway, I'm forgetting names here. I'm not good with names, period. But you know who I'm talking about. He plays Red Guardian, which is Russia's Captain America. He is Russia's only super soldier, which is pretty awesome, and especially because now he comes out of jail and he's extremely fat, and so he's used for jokes, but he's also used for that paternal love. He was perfectly cast because of the fact that he played the father in Stranger Things. That is literally why they got him, to be a warm father figure, even though he is straight up not their father, right? So here we go. Let's go into pictures, because this will help me in terms of getting stuff to talk about. Okay, the villain Taskmaster. Okay, nails in terms of course, action, movement, and everything. He's everything you want him to be. Okay, he's literally living up to his name. He is a Taskmaster. You give him a task, he will get it done. It's freaking sick. Okay, he will make it look good. I say he. Let's get real. We know at the end, again, spoilers, it's a she. Okay, and perfect reveal, because the real villain. By the way, this guy, friend zone to the max, man. to the max. And to be honest, if this guy pushed his luck, I think he could have gotten laid. He really could have gotten laid. Especially in the end. In the end, where he got her what she needed, and he was like, yo, right? Scarlett Johansson's face, her acting. She's like, right. But I gotta go, but right. And like, he did nothing. He could have had her. Look, she's missing her uterus, but still. You do not pass up on opportunities like this. They do not come again. And my dude got friend zoned for life. But he doesn't really matter. And Rachel Weisz, I love because she plays a character you don't trust her. She's like Hydra. She's like the least trustworthy person in the entire film. And what they do with that is really nice. Again, the movie shines on its reveals. There's another character here that's not shown yet. Okay, they won't show him, I'm guessing, because he's a small character. But he is the true villain of this film. And I want to go back to the opening credits. The opening credits of this film. I talk about darkness. I hear some complaints online that this movie is not dark enough, which to me blows my mind. Okay, yes, it's made by Disney, but this is as dark as you can get in terms of Black Widow, in terms of Disney. Think about this. They went full Russian, okay? That alone is a ballsy choice. Of course, the character has always been Russian. The character in the comic book, her backstory has always been Russian. Hell, she's always been a villain. It's always been like, is she trustworthy? Is she an Avenger? Is she a villain? She literally flip-flops throughout the years to the point where she's been as much a villain as she has been a hero in continuity. So for the movie to go full Russian, which by giving us comic book fans and people who want the original material to be thoroughly delivered on screen. By the way, Loki does this as well, but I'll talk about that next show. By the way, I love this poster right here. I don't know why it's just like an animated cartoon poster. It's just like a painting. It's awesome. What was I saying? So yeah, the opening credits is literally a montage of girls being like tortured and like abused and stuff. It's like, anyway, it's quick. It's, cuts, and like you cannot linger a second too long on any given image. But literally the credits saying the names of the producers and the directors and the actors, it's just full-blown, like, disturbing women violence imagery. And I was like, whoa, you know what I mean? Like, it sets the tone as to say, like, this is serious. This is not Iron Man. This is not Thor. This is not some stupid Ant-Man bullshit. This is women, like, hurt women, broken women, fixing not only themselves, but the entire system, which again is Russia. They literally chose Russia as the villain. You know what I mean? And that is a ballsy choice. They could have used anything else. They could have used a fake country just to get away from the fact that Russia exists. Russia will watch this film. Vladimir Putin will watch this and hate it on principle. So he will ban this. You know what I mean? Black Widow is banned. You know what I mean? That was a horrible accident. I have no idea what I just did there. But you get my point. So I will not hear it. If anybody says this movie's not dark enough, they're freaking dumb. And biggest reason, by the way, is people always forget this, and it blows my mind. Animation, same thing, okay? But Marvel films especially. This is not for us, okay? It's made by fans and people that love this as much as we do. Full-grown adults that are older than us write and direct these things. Most of the cast do not even care about Marvel. But here's the thing. It's made for kids, man. These are not, yes, they're not kids' films, okay? But they know that among the millions that watch this, half of those millions is kids convincing their adults to go, or just kids, period. People under 18. And you're telling me that the first one that is marketed to girls, literal little girls, they want little girls to watch this film. Okay, there's a reason it exists. They wouldn't do a R-rated Black Widow film and like cancel out literal millions of little girls who want to see female representation on screen in a superhero fashion. And you're gonna have the balls to be like, hey, this movie that's made for little girls is not dark enough. That's insane. That's idiotic. That's literally pushing for more women violence. It blows my mind sometimes how negative people are. And by the way, this whole legitimacy thing that I went into about how like I'm literally the most like legit reviewer of entertainment is because I don't watch bad things. I do not have that jaded outlook on life, right? Because I only watch great things. I do not see the flaws in things because I usually don't see things with a lot of flaws. And yes, I do see the flaws, of course. There's a reason why Black Widow is a 9 and it's not a 10. But man, I do I do not like linger on those. I'm not like, it's not dark enough, 6 out of 10. You know what I mean? Like Russians, nah. You know what I mean? The nitpicking is for the jaded and the sad. You know what I mean? Take everything as it wants to be, and if it delivers, you will come away with so much more. And it's one of those small things. All we're getting, by the way, is pictures of Scarlett Johansson. By the way, speaking of flaws, speaking of small things about little girls, you know, she went on a rant about. See, this is why I don't talk spoilers a lot, because I can just rant for hours. She made a rant on Iron Man 2 and how she was portrayed sexually in that film and regrets it in terms of hindsight, right? If she could go back, she wishes like the first introduction to Black Widow wasn't her like looking hot, right? Or undressing in the back of a car. But if I'm being real here, and I am being real, that's the whole point, she is more sexualized in this film than any of the other films combined. There is more ass shot and side boob shots of Scarlett Johansson in this film than any of their Marvel films. And it makes sense, right? Because she is the lead, and it is like her the whole time. So there's only so many angles where you can hide, like, you know, someone's ass. But damn, you know what I mean? I am a man. I saw it. It was there. It's in my face. You know what I mean? Scarlett Johansson is top 10 most beautiful women on earth. You know what I mean? You telling me I'm not going to notice? And by the way, this was directed by a woman. The music was made by women. So it just surprises me that not only did she complain, but that she's more sexualized in this than anything else. Just a small detail. And see, that's not a nitpick. If anything, I'm like, hell yeah. But yeah, man, it's just Scarlett. So yeah, and the other villain, the main villain, there he is. Thank you. Ray Winston. Ray Winston is a legend among legends. Look at him, he's freaking white. You know, he's not gray, he's white. There's a reason. He's like 82. And he didn't have much to do. He had a small scene in the beginning, and of course, in the end, he's like the exposition. He's literally a threat who has to be defined within 2 minutes. Within 2 minutes, he has to be, this is why I'm the villain of this film. This is why I'm not only one of the best Marvel villains, but like I matter and I'm important. He literally had the power to do so much things, like literally like destroy the world. If you wanted at a push of a button, he could have caused so much mayhem, and it would have never went back to him or Russia itself. I really like the entire climax of the film, the Red Room, right? All that stuff, the plan, the reveals. To me, they nailed it. And that's the most important thing in a Marvel film or any film, period. A climax, how you finish, is and especially this one, because we know how it ends. Scarlett is dead. This story borderline does not matter. So to make it matter, they had to work extra hard. They had to, you know, find sneaky ways to make it matter so much more. So yeah, everything does come together. And to be honest, I think that's it. Pretty much in terms of spoilers. There's nothing else I do have to say. Everything has been said. And yeah. What up? Spoilers, I'm out. No problem. So until next time, that has been me. This is why I'm the best. Tell me otherwise. Until next time, Anime Battle Royale, and there's something else I was thinking about. No, movies, everything. This doesn't end. Yes, I just remembered. This is the anime film I wanted to show you. This I'm seeing Monday. Boom, 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 boom. Again, anime cred is no joke, and the name is hilarious. And again, tell me anybody who is going to see this in theaters. Josie the Tiger and the Fish. And again, that's the beauty of what I do. I have no idea what it is. I do not want to know. I could watch a trailer. I could explore what it is. But no, I don't. All I need to know, look, it's highly reviewed. Anime in theaters is a rare thing. Even if it was badly reviewed, I would go see it on principle. But yeah, it's clearly a love story between a young boy and a girl in a wheelchair. That's all I know. I'll tell you all about it Monday. One of the only ones in the room. So, till next time, stick around. And then we'll show you the way to the best things you have ever seen and experienced. It is that simple. Only the best. Till next time, love and respect.